Namaste and welcome to the next episode of Clinical Ayurveda. Myself, Dr. Mayuresh Shakte. I am out of station and hence I have very limited resources with me to make this video. So please bear with me, as especially for the sound quality. In spite of having limited resources, I am making this video to make my commitment of telecasting this episode on every Friday. We were discussing Shula Prashavana Karma and we have discussed it in two categories. One is Shul as Udara Shul, and we have discussed the Udara Shula Prashavana Gana where Ushadishna Dravyas are mentioned in the Gana. And secondly, we are discussing the Shula as a localized pain in any area of the body. In that regards, we have discussed that use of physiotherapy or exercise is very useful to relieve that pain along with the internal medicines. Secondly, external application of oil or like any ointment also has a good localized effect. In that regards, I have asked you whether Ayurveda has stated any or mentioned physiotherapy as a treatment in the text. And the answer is yes. In Shamana Chikitsa, they have mentioned 7 types of Shamana Chikitsa. Deepanam Pachanam Shutrud Vyayam Atapa Marutaha. This Vyayam word or Vyayam Chikitsa as a Shaman Chikitsa comes under physiotherapy. So, Ayurveda was knowing this fact that physiotherapy or proper exercise regarding that area of the pain are always useful. Of course, we have to accept that modern physiotherapy has done a very deep research. They have incorporated very other machineries also for this physiotherapy, and all of this we can use for the treatment, especially when there is pain in the localized area. I ask you another question that Shula Lakshan comes under Vata dosh. There is no Shul without the presence of the Vata dosh, and I have asked you which guna of the Vata dosh are responsible for in the Sampradya of the Shula Lakshan. Now, always remember the every dosh has got many gunas. Ruksha, Lagu, Shita, Khara, Pittam, Sasnya, Tishna, Ushna, Saradrava, Sthida, Shita, Guru, Manda, Mrusna, Sthira, Kapha, etc. But it is not necessary that all these gunas are aggravated in each of that vyadhi of that particular dosh. If it happens that all guna are prokupit, the vyadhi becomes asadhya. So, when we say Vataja Vyadhi, when we say Pittaja Vyadhi, when we say Kapaja Vyadhi, then we have to exactly know which guna of that dosh is actually aggravated, because unless and until we know that thing, we can't give the Viruddha Guna Chikitsa to cure that particular Vyadhi or Lakshan. So, when a Shul Lakshan comes under this criteria, which guna of vata dosh are to be considered. Now, it is our daily experience that any shul, joint, especially joint pain or localized pain, gets aggravated when there is a cold season. So, by Upashaya Anvashaya, we can relate that the Shita guna increases the Shula. And when we apply some oil or snigdha guna, the patient feels better. So, when snigdha guna is applied, the pain is relieved. And Along with this Tigdha Guna, hot fermentation is a common practice in any shul. We ferment by hot water, with warm water, etc. So, Ushna Guna and Snigdha Guna are the two gunas which give upashay in Shula Lakshan. So, what we can analyze, Shula Lakshan is because of Vata dosh, and Shita and Ruksha Guna are the guna which are aggravated in this Shula symptom. Okay, so when you are saying a Shula Lakshan, especially localized pain, you have to think of the Shita and Ruksha Guna. As I stated in last episode, with this guna, you have to find if there is any anatomical deformity present in the body. For example, in the cervical pain, in the Manyashul or Katishul, you have to think of the position of the vertebra. Because of aging, because of driving on the two wheeler for many years, because of some any accident, if the vertebral position is dearranged, then it presses that nerve and gives the pain, or there is muscle stiffness, or if there is laxity of muscles in the paravertebral column muscles, the loosening of that muscles displaces the vertebra, they put the pressure on the nerve or surrounding and underneath part, and the pain aggravates. In that case, it is anatomical deformity and you have to treat it accordingly with the proper physiotherapy, with the proper exercise, or even you have to intervene or suggest a surgical treatment when there is intensity of this anatomical deformity is on the higher side. So, whenever there is pain, just as mentioned in last episode, examination of that localized part is very very important. Then choose the proper medicine internally as well as oil, medicated oil externally for application, and add proper exercise or physiotherapy in the treatment to give fast result. If anatomical deformity is in the large extent, then sometimes you have to suggest some surgical intervention also. So, this is the shul for Udar shul and shul as a lakshan in the localized area. We are going to discuss Janu shul specifically, or Sandhi shul, not Janu shul, Sandhi shul in a different episode because it has got a variety of diseases included in it. Now, I have another question to you. Shita Guna is responsible for one of the Shita Guna is the one of the guna which aggravates the Shul Lakshan. Kapha dosh also has a Shita Guna. So, what is the difference between Shita Guna of Vata dosh and Shita Guna of Kapha dosh? Think of it, and we will discuss this topic in the next episode. Thank you very much for bearing this video, as hopefully it will reach to you in a proper way. Thank you very much.